for number 3 Acacia Street in the heart of Box Hill. For those of you who don't know me today, ladies and gentlemen, my name's Chen. I've been the listing agent for the past 4 weeks of this campaign alongside Chen, who has been working tirelessly throughout this entire campaign. We also have my colleagues here today, Danny, Tabinda, here to assist you with any questions throughout the auction process. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the vendors for entrusting us with the sale of the beautiful family home behind us, to the neighbours in the crowd, thank you for coming, and for making Acacia Street one of the best streets to live in Box Hill. To the bidders in the crowd, thank you for coming, and I wish you all the best in the bidding procedure. We've also got bidders registered online here on my left. I wish you all the best as well, and to that one lucky buyer, we congratulate you in advance on your astute purchase. This auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that were made available before the commencement of the auction. As auctioneer, I'll be indicating bids upon request and the right to place bids on behalf of the sellers, otherwise known as vendor bids. If and when I decide to place those bids, I'll simply say vendor bid. This auction prohibits false bids. Purpose malicious disruptions by bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding and provides fines for misconduct. And last but not least, when this paperwork hits my hand and this property is deemed sold, I'll absolutely take no late bids and offers beyond that point. If you're successful here today, all that we require from you is a little 10% deposit of the full purchase price, and a settlement time, you pick the time frame that suits you best. And the sellers have been quite flexible here today, anywhere in the vicinity of 30 through to 60 days, unless prior arrangements have been made with you beforehand. In an instance where you're bidding against vendor bids, you have 2 options. Do not bid against the highest vendor bid, which means that you'll decrease your chances of being successful here today, as we'll get to negotiate with multiple parties afterwards. On the positive flip side, however, is that if you do bid against the highest vendor bid, you earn yourself the exclusive right to negotiate with the sellers, and statistically speaking, you'll increase your chances of being successful here today. Now, behind us, ladies and gentlemen, this is a beautiful double-story, 5-bedroom, 2-bathroom, and single 1.5 garage car parking, and you've got off-street parking in the driveway as well. Beautiful, renovated, ready for you to live in as well. Upstairs, you've got the master with an ensuite as well. Plenty of bedrooms, upstairs, downstairs, living spaces as well. And 350 square metres of land in the heart of Box Hill, ladies and gentlemen. Low maintenance living as well, so you get your weekends back, ladies and gentlemen. You don't need to mow massive lawn in the backyard. And you're walking distance to Canterbury Road shops, Box Hill Central, and all its amenities. And obviously Box Hill Central now, you see a new tower coming up every year. It's becoming the second CBD in the heart of the eastern suburbs. A lot of you are also looking for school zones, ladies and gentlemen. So you're in prime school zoning at the moment, Robertsburg Cupboard Primary School, and also Box Hill High School zoning, which a lot of families are looking for. And on 350 square metres of land, as I mentioned before, ladies and gentlemen. So enough from me. I'm sure you're not here to hear me talk. We're here to help you buy this prime piece of real estate in the heart of Box Hill. We're going to see a fair and reasonable start today. The number 3 Acacia Street in the heart of Box Hill with an opening bid, opening offer now. I'm in your hands now, ladies and gentlemen. Where would you like to start me off? Opening bid offer now, ladies and gentlemen. Any bid or offer at all? What do you say? Richard, what do you say? Vendors agreeable to your terms? Let's see an opening bid to see how much you like this property here today. Traditional 1-minute silence before the opening bid at auctions. I'm used to it. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. We know the property will be sold here today. The only thing we don't know is who's going to be the buyer. 1 million. I'll take your $1 million. On my left-hand side here, at $1 million here from the online bidder at $1 million now. Opening bid and offer at $1 million, great value buying in the heart of Box Hill. So we'll round this up to perhaps $100,000 increment. What do you say now, ladies and gentlemen? At $1 million here now on the left-hand side, I'm going to call it 3 times. So I'm sure and you're sure, and prepare to miss out now, buyers, at $1 million. First call now, $1 million. Second opportunity now at $1.1 million. 1.1. Welcome into the bidding here, sir. At $1.1 million. Back against you now, online bidder. What do you say? At $1.1 million now on the right-hand side. At $1,100,000. At 1.1 now, someone kick us off to 1.2 perhaps. At $1.1 million on my right. At $1,100,000 here on my right-hand side. Need to know. At 1.1. At 1.1 now, prevented miss out buys. At $1.1 million. At $1,100,000 now, going to go call it 3 times again. First call now, 1.1. Second opportunity now at $1,100,000 for the third and final call now at $1,100,000. $100,000. 1.2, welcome to bidding here now, Demi, thank you, at $1.2 million now on the left. At 1.2 now on the left-hand side now, back against you, three-man horse race at the moment, at $1.2 million. At $1,200,000 now on the left-hand side, back against you on my left and right, at $1.2 million. At $1.2 million now, good bidding here, folks. At 1.2 now on my left. At $1,200,000 now, going to call it three times again. 121. Let's go 25, so we're going to get there anyway. Let's try 25s. We don't want to undersell your future home. 25, thank you. At 1.225. At $1,225,000 now. Back against you, Demi. What do you say? At 1.225. At $1,225,000 now on my right. At 1.225. At $1,225,000 now. 25s at the moment at 1.225. At $1,225,000 now. Back against you here on my left at 1.225. At $1,225,000 now. First call now, 1.225. Second opportunity now at $1,225,000. For the third and final call now, 25, 1.25. Thank you. Back in front here at 1.25. At $1,250,000 at the moment at 1.250. At 1.250 now, back against you, family of four at 1.25. I'm sure you've already worked out which rooms you like in the house. The kids all get a room each, and the parents as well, at 1.25 in this massive house on our left. At 1.25 at the moment. At $1,250,000 now, standing next to Danny at 1.250. At $1,250,000 now. First call now, 1.250. Second opportunity now at $1,250,000 for one. There's a bid here now. Jim's with the buyers here on my left at 1.250 at the moment. At 1.250 now. Any bids here, sir? 1.275 now. 1.275. Back against you, Jim. What do you say at 1.275? At $1,275,000 now. Demi, what do you say? 1.3 bang. At 1.3 now. Good bidding here at 1.3. At 1.3 here on my left. At $1,300,000 now on my left-hand side. Back against you on the bidders here on my right and left at 1.3 on my left. At $1,300,000 now, sir. Any bids here? At 1.3 on my left. At $1,300,000 now on my left-hand side. At 25. 1.325. At $1,325,000. Danny, what do you say? Sir, need to know. At 1.325. Perfect for multi-generational living. Another 25, 1.35. At $1,350,000 now. Back against you, Jim. And gentlemen here on my right at 1.350. At $1,350,000 now. Good bidding here, folks. At 1.350 now. At $1,350,000 here. On my right here, standing next to Danny at 1.350. At $1,350,000 now. I'll let the car pass here and take a short break at 1.350. At $1,350,000 here. With Danny at 1.350. At $1,350,000 now, sir. Need to know if you're in or you're out. At 1.350. At $1,350,000 at the moment. At 1.350. Going to call it three times here now and prepare to miss our buys. At $1,350,000 here. First call now, $1,350,000. Second opportunity now at 1.350. For the third and final call now at $1,075. Welcome to bidding here, sir, at 1.375. At 1.375 now, Demi, what do you say? New interest here only means one thing, ladies and gentlemen. We're still in a great value buying zone for number 3 Acacia Street in the heart of Box Hill at 1.375. At $1,375,000 now. Demi, need to know here on my left. At 1.375 at the moment. At 1.375 now on my left-hand side. At 1.375. At $1,375,000 now. Going to call it three times here. First call now, 1.375. 1.4 bang. Good bidding here now. 1.4 knockout offer at 1.4 now on my left. At $1,400,000 now on the left-hand side. Back against you. 25, sir. 1.425. At 1.425 now. Back against you. Demi now. What do you say? At 1.425. At $1,425,000 now. Back against you. Demi here. At 1.425. At $1,425,000 now. First call now. 1.425. Second opportunity here now at $1,425,000. For the third and final call now at $1,425,000. Prevent a miss out now, buys at $1,425,000 here on my right. Danny, need to know if you're in or you're out now at 1.425. At $1,425,000 here on my right. at 1425 at the moment. At 1425. Only $25,000 above your previous increment, ma'am. Here, I need to know at 1425. Can I see another bid to get you back in front here at 1425? Don't miss out now, late stages of the auction. You've been with me since the beginning at 1425. At $1,425,000 now, am I right? At 1425. Sorry? Let's try 10, sir. You're going to get it. 10? 1435. At 1435 now, back against you, sir, at 1435. At 1435. 10, no, 10. 1445. At 1445, back against you, sir. I'll take your 5 now if you want. At 1445. 5. Thank you, sir. At 1450, and we're on the market and selling now at $1,450,000. At $1,450,000, another 555. At 15455. At 1455 now, back against you, Demi. And sir, what do you say? At 1455? Sure, 1455 here, am I right? At $1,455,000 now, back against you, Demi, at 1455. At $1,455,000 now, prepare to miss out by 60, thank you, sir. 1460. At $1,460,000. 1.47 now, 1.47. At 1.47 now, Demi, what do you say? Sir, at 1,470,000. New interest here. Only means one thing, ladies and gentlemen. We're still in a great value buying zone. For 3 Acacia Street and heart of Box Hill at 1470. New interest here. Could be a lucky last minute bid here on the right hand side at 1470. At $1,470,000 now. Going to call it 3 times buys and prepare to miss out now at 1470 now. First call now. Sorry. 75 here. 10. 80. At 480. 80 back against you, Jim. 14. Another 585. 85, Jim, what do you say? 1485. At $1,485,000 now from the family here at 1480. At $1,480,000 on my right. 1480 here. 1480 here, standing underneath the tree at 1480. 85, sorry, at 1485. I'm glad someone's paying attention here at 1485. Demi here holding the bid at 1485. Back against you, Jim. Sir, can I see another bid at 1485 at the moment? At 1485. Don't miss out now for $5,000 at 1485. At $1,485,000 at the moment. At $1,485,000. 1485. 1485 now, ladies and gentlemen. I wait for the car to pass here at 1485. Going to call it 3 times just to give you an opportunity to think about it here at $1,485,000. First call now at 1485. Second opportunity here at $1,485,000 for the third and final call now at $1,485,000. All done. 87. 87, Danny, what do you say? 1487. At $1,487,000. Is there anything? Sorry?
490.
490. 1490, sir. Let's try 1.5. Knockout offer at 1490. At $1,490,000 here, am I right? 1490. At 1490. Richard, any bids here? Need to know at 1490. At $1,490,000 now. Late stages of the auction now, ladies and gentlemen. Now's your chance to jump in and secure the property at 1490, or if you ever miss out on this property here at 1490. At $1,490,000 at the moment at 1490. At $1,490,000 now. 1490 at the moment. Another 1492. At 1492. At $1,492,000 at the moment. 1492, gentlemen here on my left. Demi, need to know 1492.
What's the bid?
At 1492.
Another 3.
Another 3, 95. 95 now, sir. Now's the time to jump in with a 1.5 perhaps. At 1495. At $1,495,000. 1.5. New interest here on my left. Thank you, Richard. At $1.5 million. At 1.5 now on my left. Another 2. 1502. At 1502 now. What do you say, sir? 1502. At $1,502,000 now on my right. At 1502. At $1,502,000 here on my right. 1502. Sir. Any bids here? I need to know. If you want to try another 2 here at 1502. At 1,502,000.
151.
151. 1510. 1.51. 1.512. At 1.512, 2,000 back in front. Let's try 20, sir. At 1520. At 15. Another 2, 22. 1522 now. At $1,522,000 at the moment. At 1522. At $1,522,000 here. On my right at 1522. At $1,522,000 now. What do you say, Jim, here at 1522? At $1,522,000. At 1522. At $1,522,000. Only $2,000 above your previous bid, sir. You don't want to miss out on prime real estate in Box Hill for $2,000. 30, thank you, sir. At 1530. 2 here, 32. Straight back at you, over the top here, sir. At 1532. At $1,532,000. Let's try 40, sir. At 1530. 1.55, bang. At 1.55, knockout offer here on the left-hand side at 1.55. At $1,550,000. You want to try another 2? Another 2? Another 1, 51 at 1551. At $1,551,000 now back against you, Jim. What do you say? At 1551. At $1,551,000 today under traffic controller and auctioneer. At 1551. At $1,551,000 now, Richard. 1555. 1,555,000. Another 1. 1556 at $1,556,000 now, am I right? At 1556 at $1,556,000. 60, thank you, sir. 1560 at $1,560,000 now on the left hand side at 1560. Another one here, 61 at 1561 at $1,561,000. Sorry, 65, Demi, what do you say? 65 at 1565. 66, 1566 here, ladies and gentlemen. At 1566 at $1,566,000. 1566. 70, Demi, what do you say? 1570 at 1570 now. At 1570 at $1,570,000 here at 1570. At $1,570,000 now. Demi, need to know at 1570. Another one here, 1571. 1571, let's try lucky number 8, sir, at 1571. At $1,571,000 here. 1571. Let's try 80, sir, to get you back in front. 75 now, 1575. At 1570. Another one here, 76. 76, 80's looming here, sir. Let's go 80. At 1576. At 15760. At $1,576,000 here on my right hand side. Let's try 80, sir. At 1576. At $1,576,000 at the moment. 78 now. Another 179. Bits are slowing down here, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone's stretching the limits. 80 now. Anyone can buy the property now at 1580. At 1580. 80. 1580. 81 now. The ones don't seem to be working. Let's try something else, sir. Maybe 10. At 1581. At $1,581,000. Let's try 1.59 or perhaps a 1.6 knockout offer. At 1581. At $1,581,000 in this prime location. 85, Demi, what do you say? Another one, 86. At 1586. At $1,586,000 now, am I right? 90, thank you, Jim, at 1590. At 1590 now, let's try another 191, let's try 1.6. At 1591. At 1591 here, on my right, at 1591. At $1,591,000. 95 now, Debbie. Another one, 96. 96 now, Jim, what do you say? At 1596. At $1,596,000. 1.6 bang. At 1.6 now, got there in the end. At $1.6 million now on my left-hand side, Demi, what do you say? At 1.6 now on my left-hand side. Another one here, 601. At 1601. At $1,601,000 here on my right. At 1601. Not much supply on the marketplace, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to secure a prime piece of real estate, you're going to have to put up your hand and bid. Here today at 1601. At $1,601,000 now on my right. At 1601. At 605. At 605 now. At 1605. at $1,605,000. They're shaking their head here at 1,605. Looks like you own the box seat, sir. Thank you for your participation. We're at $1,605,000. I'll give you a couple seconds to change your mind. Looks like they're seeking instructions from the car here at 1,605. At $1,605,000 now, Danny, you need to know. All done. Thank you for your participation, sir. At $1,605,000. Any other late bids or offers now? Your chance, ladies and gentlemen. Going to call it a final 3 more times and sell the property away to the highest bidder here on my left-hand side. At $1,605,000 now. First call now, 1,605. Second opportunity now at $1,605,000. For the third and final call now at $1,605,000. Get ready to celebrate, sir. Get ready to miss out now on the bidders. We're at $1,605,000 on behalf of the team at Buxton Real Estate. Jim and I have been the selling agents for this property, and we look forward to talking to you after the auction at $1,605,000 now. This property is selling. This property is selling. Put your hands together to the new purchasers. This property is sold. Congratulations. Commiserations to the underbidders. Congratulations to our vendors. Thank you for attending another Buxton auction.